YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. So we're going to be jumping into the band known as Venom Prison with a song called Judges of the Underworld. I know nothing about them. It was requested by PTB Empire and all of that good shit. And yeah, we're going to jump straight into this. And before I do that, I totally just I don't know why chat is not showing. Oh wait, no, I know why chat's not showing. There we go. Okay, let's go. Oh, something looks weird on my screen. I'm like, oh no, I know what it is. I see what I did there. I don't know what genre this is or anything, so we're just gonna go into it and see. I don't know what to make of it yet. I'm trying to give it a shot, but Alright man, okay, so we're basically into the vocalist. They are doing mid to vocal throw range. It's very much like a thrashy beat, which is like not really my style personally, but I can appreciate what other people are trying to do. It's just like, when things aren't my thing, like, I'm going to give it a shot, I'm going to let it go and see how it goes for me personally, but I'm not too sure just yet. So, let's see where we go with the lyrics. Maybe the lyrics are better than what I'm hearing so far. Maybe the song changes as it goes through even more. I'm not quite sure just yet, but that's the thing with being Ariadne, man. Like, being subjective is a thing, unfortunately, so numbing of the pain with a drug-induced psychosis, so, as in, to make yourself almost psychotic in terms of, like, taking a vast amount of drugs, a vast amount of things into your body in order for it to stop it. Schizophrenia, misdiagnosis. Is it though, really, if you're taking that amount of drugs to stop things? Numbing of the pain with a drug-induced psychosis. Who is to blame? Raised by trauma, violence, poverty, and abuse. Choked with moral complexity. So, like, raised by trauma, violence, poverty. That's like most of us grew up, most of us who lived off in bad areas, in places which weren't very safe, in places that weren't the best to have children growing up in, with drug dealers around, with people getting shot or stabbed or whatever the hell else you go through in terms of like living in a bad way in bad areas. Like, yeah, you are basically raised by that point, man. You're raised to, like, it's like, even if I hear like a weird sound behind me, like when I'm outside, even if I know that it couldn't be anything dangerous, my mind sees it as dangerous, if that makes sense. So, like, I totally get what it means. So, like, and then obviously choked with moral complexity, as in, like, being forced with all these morals on you, having to go towards society standards and their morals and all of that good shit. So, victimized, oppressed, criminalized, when society chooses to be selectively blind. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, message-wise, like, lyrically, it's beautiful. Like, musically, it's not quite there for me yet, but we'll keep going. We'll see where the fuck this is going, so. I mean, her vocals aren't bad, man. I just want a little bit more range. I'm getting like a lot of Machine Head vibes, you know, with like, in terms of influences. I'm getting Machine Head vibes, I don't know why, but that's the band that came into my head. I'd love if it dropped to proper lowness, man. That'd be so sick, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I can hold. No, it's not. I thought it could almost drop, but no, it's not gonna. You get the idea, lyrically there isn't much to it. After what we've already started with, the lyrics are basically self-explanatory from this point. So we're just going to listen to it and see. Okay, this bit I'm gonna like it. The guitar work where it's actually being like more melodic, that's beautiful. Need more of this in the song, man. Nobody likes just those flashy beats going all the way through. Like, you know, they want some complexity in there. They don't just want those flashy fast beats. They want a little bit of like complexity. I mean, lyrically too, because like it's been the same line for, what's it like, 4 lines? 5 lines? 6, 7? Like, a lot. Like, they're super talented. They just need to add a little bit more complexity, I think. That's the only complaint that I have, man, because everything else is on point. So. I guess this is considered like a drop and it's a... I see what they're going for though. Ooh, I love this vocal. This vocal's actually cool. She's going very low. Okay, I like it. They're going on me. Definitely going on me. Like, I get what they're saying with the song, like, but I don't know. I agree, but I don't agree. Okay, yeah. Well, I was just making sure the song was done, man. So yeah, what do we think? What do you guys think? I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe a bit more than me, but for me personally, like, it got interesting at the end. And like, when it got more into the guitar parts and everything else, the song got more interesting. Just the beginning to mid was kind of a little bit iffy for me, to be honest. And lyrically, it's a little bit repetitive, and repetitiveness in lyrics isn't really the best way to go, man. You need to kind of add more deepness into your writing if you just literally go in with guilty as charged with, let's see how many times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, probably like 10 plus times in the same song. You probably need to add more lyrics to your song. Like, I get the idea, I get what you're going for, I get that becoming like, going against the societal things about, because you grew up so poor, because you grew up in such a way that, because you're so oppressed by the government, by the system, that when you fuck up, when you have to do bad things in order to keep yourself alive, that you are oppressed and forced into a place of like imprisonment to be locked away for the rest of your life for something that you did. It depends on what you did. If you killed somebody, then obviously you deserve it. If you had to steal to eat, if you had to sell drugs to eat, if you had to do that kind of thing to eat, can that be considered a bad thing, or can that be considered a failure of society? Because there's some people who just can't find jobs. Jobs just don't exist in some places. There's some places where just people can't get through the shit that people have to go through in order to do it. I had to literally build my own like way into the world, like, because working a normal job, I wasn't capable of doing it because of my disabilities and everything else that I go through on the daily, man. But still, the song got me thinking. That's like the best thing about music, man. Like, even if I didn't like the song completely, like, and it wasn't interesting in places, like, the song got me to think, and that's the most important thing to me. Like, being able to think, now to expand your insight, your mind, to see other people's point of view, that's what makes music special, in my opinion. But still, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. evening, or night. And I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, take it easy.